Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Advanced Wars Days of Ruin Tiny Wars replay. Well, on the south side as the yellow Tasha, we got DioTheBeast. While on the north side is the green Isabella, we got Yoshierider. Comes to COs, Isabella of course is slightly nerfed from the cartridge counterpart. 50% boarding cost, 2 radius, 30, 60, 60. She provides all units plus 20% offense, 10% defense, as opposed to plus 20, plus 20. Additionally, she gets plus 2 movement range of a superpower and only plus 1 max range for her indirects instead of plus 2 indirect max range. Tasha has been buffed from the cartridge counterpart, has 50% boarding cost of 1 radius, 30, 60, 60. And all units get the standard plus 10, plus 10, and all area units get plus 40% offense, plus 20% defense, and they start with 2 movement range if they start from within her CO zone. And of course, when it comes to her superpower, she gets all area units plus 4 movement range. It allows them to conduct a deep strike. This map is a double-based map, Fog of War. No, it's triple-based map. In addition, there's also an airport nearby there as well, double airport. Additionally, there's also already captured temporary airports. Temporary airports do provide both air and ground hiding. And your temporary airports on your opponent's side of the map, so you can push forward, get a battlecopter wounded, and fall back to the airport to get a bit of healing going. It can easily be locked down by a missile, but a missile is still a missile, so it's very expensive. Got a decent number of bikes on the field from both sides. I guess since it's 2 base, it's easy to afford bikes. And we've got a mech in the center map by Tasha. She's probably going to load herself up in... she could be loaded up in either a ground like a tank or into something air related like a battlecopter. Battlecopter is probably the best choice for her. Capture both airports this turn. Tasha Sonic Boom because it likes being hilariously edgy. Tasha's is Sonic Boom. Oh, you're talking about like the old Sonic show? Wasn't like the old cartoon Sonic show called Sonic Boom? I remember. Sorry, that joke's flying above my head. My apologies. Like, I could have sworn there was like a Sonic show where they were doing also rock and roll music as a thing. Does anybody else remember that? I was young when that was a thing. There's a lot of... Sonic is always one of those series like, I thought Sonic would die a long time ago, but it just keeps on getting dragged along. So Sonic actually becomes a bit of resurgence for a decent movie release, and they'll actually listen to feedback and actually improve upon it. I always thought Sonic was like one of those series that should just die years ago in the early Wii stages, because all those Sonic games were just not great. I would say Heroes 2 was the last good Sonic game I remember playing. That may be still the case. Got, of course, is Isabella tank there. Does spot the Tasha recon. Tasha has no air units in the moment on the field just yet, but may see a battlecopter next turn. She has 16,000 funds with 8,000 in bank. So she could go some bit more spice and go for a Duster instead. There's the battlecopter. And she can still afford a tank, and maybe an infantry unit, or maybe something. Flare infantry mech. Flare is definitely a good idea. The mech is now in range, ready to engage an infantry unit there. That infantry unit gets double tapped there. Of course, can just simply pull it back, let the recon push forward, gets a good shot on him. It looks like the tank up north decides just to wait. And here's another fun fact about the term sonic boom. Whip crack. The crack of a whip is actually a sonic boom because it breaks sound barrier. And also one reason why a lot of guns make a cracking sound when bullets fly past, because those are actually usually flying faster than the speed of sound. Do of course have the artillery now in range of the radar station. This entry unit of course will be hidden right there. Anti-air recon tank. Or not recon, flare. My mind's melted. We'll double tap that bike there. The battlecopter will strike the tank there. Thanks to Tasha's extra mobility, it's able to get a good first strike there. Artillery, mech, flare. Isabella does pull back her tank, joins it right there. Losing wouldn't be a massive issue, but definitely it's cheaper to do a join capture. But also, or join there. She only has one energy right now, which may have been this recon. And now we have Duster in the field. On his mode, Tasha's battlecopter does have plus 2 move range, able to stay same speed as that Duster. And she does go ahead and withdraw to her temporary port there, which will give a bit of a resupply, as well as a bit of hiding there. The battlecopter will have to spot it, and the Duster has to swoop on in and start firing upon it. She does also have a flare, can reveal that battlecopter's location low. That may be a good idea. Assuming this is in range, yes it is. If Tasha's Sonic Boom gives plus 2 move, and Isabella's Zero Pro gets plus 2 move, shouldn't they also be a Sonic Boom? Well, Tasha's Zero Power provides plus 4 move. It's her pet day-to-day passive that provides plus 2 move. The flare did not fire upon the airport, so it is hidden there. Could have got some free shots there. Tasha may just want to back off of her command copter there. If it decides to go way over there, gotta make sure it gets surrounded, protect her from the Duster. And once again, Isabella's tank gets knocked down to low health. And there's no tank over here to join into, so the next unit is probably going to be a tank. Isabella or Tasha has also captured a temporary port and down south. Isabella making some progress into the map of infantry. However, there's a battlecopter ready to act as a gunship rather than a battlecopter. Battlecopter, tank, and tank infantry. Mech gets good strike there. It does fire a flare up there. We'll spot a whole lot of nothing. I'm not sure that's a good or bad thing. Spotting nothing can be as good as spotting something. Of course, this bike there is going to capture this city there. Can be entered by the battlecopter and the duster. Tasha's duster is in the radius of her battlecopter's radius, so it can get additional movement range to intercept it. And this may go very well for Tasha right there. Another battlecopter for forwards. Only thing that Tasha has to be careful of is the anti-air. This can go very poorly for both sides. Battlecopter, artillery, infantry. Player spots everything. Battlecopter strikes on temporary report. Provides healing, or not healing. Camouflage. There was a bit of extra defense thanks to the aura. Anti-air maybe will finish it off. Mech gets trapped on the infantry in there. Does not pick off the HQ infantry. Clearing up the radar station, Mech travels up the mountain. And now this anti-air go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 right there. So this duster is out of range. Not duster, anti-air. I cannot think right now. Does give it a strike there. Does normally push into the range of the artillery piece. Had vision of it thanks to the radar station and the infantry there. Takes out the battlecopter there. Battlecopter, tank, infantry. Good shot down the battlecopter. Finish off there, the flare. There's the tank there. Another good pick there. A lot of energy for Tasha. She's at 47 energy. She may want to start preparing for air sortie and get +4 range battlecopters, effectively getting up to 10 range. Dusters will be up to 12 range. Or not range, movement. Still same difference in this situation. And looks like Tasha does go for a rocket. While I'm not usually like to see rockets, in this choke pointy area, a rock on top of the city could be quite excellent. So a rocket right now, it wouldn't be half bad. I think maybe a little bit better. But a rocket also help cover some of these nearby tiles over here, like a rocket right here. Right here. Duster pulls back to the airport. Anti-tank. Anti-air infantry. So both players went for a powerful indirect on the left flank. This time Isabella's pretty much, or Tasha's breached over here, so they think maybe a little bit better choice. Got a nice chain of mechs here. Also got a rig deployed in the field. Great shots there. Fully maxed out CO power. And does park the duster on top of the wasteland there, so the Inker will have the time to finish off. I don't think this duster can finish off with one shot with 7 health. And that's be one way to protect his units down south, is simply sack the duster. Does sack the duster there. Duster does strike the battlecopter there, but only got 3 points of damage onto it. Battlecopter, artillery, infantry. Takes out the duster there from on top of the temporary report. There's going to be no CO power this turn. She may just need to get just a string of battlecopters being pulled in the field. So we got a rocket locking down both choke points. That can be quite nasty. Tasha ends turn for 166. Isabella starts to turn for 97, so she's pretty far behind. Battlecopter, anti-air, infantry. Rocket strikes the anti-tank there for a very good damage. The regular tank maybe will finish off. Mech is another good strike there as well. The mech's been very effective. Rig respawning the rocket, which is also on top of the city. Another tank. And looks like Tasha's command copter will be receiving repairs. Could always vie for this temporary airport over here as well. Battlecopter, tank, infantry. Tasha's starting to capture some properties up north as well. Some flipped in. Takes out Isabella's command tank. Tracks the ET there air as well, which also prevents the battlecopter from being struck by the anti-air. Bad spot for Thruster, parking right next to an anti-air like that. But looks like Tasha's starting to charge into the center of the map. Mech is in range, ready to capture the HQ. That probably has been interrupted. The flip does spot the rocket there. And the flare may be out of ammo. One ammo remaining. Does get trapped there. Interrupts the capture there. Tank gets on top of the HQ. And green now has resigned. This is Angry saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.